Good morning students. Here again in this new video you are going to see some numericals related to combination of capacitors. See, in this question, 5 identical capacitor plates, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, each of area A, are arranged such that the adjacent plates are at distance d apart. Distance between each plate is d. The plates are connected to a source of EMF V. This is the source. Find the charge on various plates. You have to find what going to be the charge on plate 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Students, you see this plate 1, 3 and 5. All three plates are connected to positive terminal of the potential source. Means these plates are at positive potential. But plate 2 and plate 4, they are connected to negative terminal. So charge on these two plates 2 and 4 negative. There are three capacitors being formed between the plates. Here you can see both the surfaces of plate 2 are at negative charge or negative potential. Plate 3, both the surfaces are positive. Plate 4, both the surfaces negative. Plate 5, both the surfaces, one surface is positive. So capacitors C1 is between plate 1 and 2. What can be its capacitance? If plate area of the capacitor is A, the capacitance is going to be epsilon naught A divided by D. What about C2? Here you can see two surfaces of this plate are forming capacitor and these capacitors are in parallel. So total capacitance of this part is going to be C2 equals 2 epsilon naught A by D, as two areas A plus A are forming the capacitors. So 2 epsilon naught A by D would be the capacitance of C2, and capacitor C3 again epsilon naught A by D, and all these capacitors are in parallel between negative terminal and positive terminal of the potential source. What going to be the charge on the first capacitor? A charging potential for all the three capacitors is V. So charge on the first capacitor Q1 is equal to capacitance C1, that is epsilon naught A by D multiplied by charging potential. Charge on the second capacitor Q2 equals 2 epsilon naught A by D into V, and charge on the third capacitor, that is C3, is going to be epsilon naught A by D multiplied by charging potential, that is V. This is Q3. That is by the formula charge on the plate of the capacitor Q equals C into V, that is capacitance multiplied by charging potential. So here you can see from this answer Q1 is charge on this plate 1, that is positive. Q2 charge on this plate 2, that is going to be a negative charge, as this plate is connected to negative terminal. What about Q3? Q3 charge on plate 3, this again going to be twice multiplied by epsilon naught AV divided by D, that is charge on plate 3. As two surfaces are acquiring charge, that is why this charge is going to be positive 2 epsilon naught AV divided by D. What about Q4? Q4 is charge on the fourth plate, again negative of 2 epsilon naught A into V divided by D, as this plate is connected to negative terminal and two surfaces are acquiring negative charge. Then Q5 charge on the fifth plate, that has only positive charge on one face, and Q5 is acquiring positive charge, so that the answer is going to be positive epsilon naught A into V divided by D. So charge on the plates Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4 and Q5. This will be the answer in this question. Students, see, this is another numerical. Between the plates of a parallel plate capacitor of area A, this is a parallel plate capacitor between point A and B. Area of the plate A, a copper plate. This is a copper plate, or you can say conducting plate, placed over a dielectric slab. The thickness of the dielectric slab is D by 3, whose dielectric constant is K equals to, this is copper plate and this is air space. So you can see the total distance between the parallel plate, between the plates of the parallel plate capacitor D is divided in 3 parts, D by 3, D by 3 and D by 3. And area of each plate is A. So there are 3 capacitors being formed between the plates of the capacitor. This is capacitor C1. What can be the capacitance of this capacitor? C1 is equal to 2 into epsilon naught A divided by D by 3. But 2 is dielectric constant K. So C1 is going to be 6 epsilon naught A by D. What is capacitance of this capacitor? C2. C2 can be written epsilon naught into K, suppose dielectric constant of the copper K, into A divided by again D by 3, and this comes out to be 3 epsilon naught K into A by D. And what about C3? C3 is simply air filled capacitor, so its capacitance epsilon naught A by D divided by 3, and it is equal to 3 epsilon naught A by D. You can see capacitor C1, capacitor C2 and capacitor C3. All 3 capacitors are in series between points A and B. So in this question, actually we have to find the equivalent capacitance of the series combination of these 3 capacitors. So formula for equivalent capacitance in series combination, you know, 1 by Cs is equal to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. So 1 by Cs is equal to how much? 1 divided by 6 epsilon naught A by D plus 1 divided by 3 epsilon naught A by D plus 1 divided by 3 epsilon naught K into A divided by D plus 1 divided by 3 epsilon naught A by D. So 1 by Cs can be written D by 6 epsilon naught A plus D by 3 epsilon naught Ka plus D by 3 epsilon naught A. But students, you know, dielectric constant of a conducting material K is equal to infinity. So the middle part, if value of K is infinity for copper, then capacitance of this part of the capacitor is going to be 0. Then how we can get the capacitance? So capacitance is going to be 1 by Cs is equal to D by 6 epsilon naught A plus D by 3 epsilon naught E. So 1 by Cs is equal to d by epsilon naught A multiplied by 1 by 6 plus 1 by 3. If you solve this value, you are going to get the capacitance 1 by Cs is equal to d divided by 2 epsilon naught A, and equivalent capacitance between point A and B, Cs is equal to how much? 2 epsilon naught A divided by D. This would be the answer for this question. The solution starts here. Student see, value of C1, value of capacitance of this capacitor 6 epsilon naught A by D, this capacitor 3 epsilon naught K A by D, third capacitor air field 3 epsilon naught A by D. So as they are connected in series, so equivalent capacitance formula, solution here comes out to be the middle section containing copper slab. The capacitance of this capacitor is actually going to be 0 due to value of Ks infinity, and remaining the equivalent capacitance is 2 epsilon naught A divided by D. Students, in this part of the video, see another numerical to find equivalent capacitance, but of different type. The question is, a capacitor is made of a flat plate. This is flat plate of area. Total area of this plate is A, and a second plate having a stair-like structure. The second plate of the capacitor is like a stair, as shown in the figure. The width of each stair is A. This width is A, and the height is B. This height of the stair is B. Find the capacitance of the assembly. So student, to solve this question, here you see, if the total area of this plate is A, so each stair going to form a different capacitor. If these three distances are equal, it means area A is divided into three parts or three equal parts. So here you can see, between the flat plate and the stair-like plate, three capacitors are being formed. This is capacitor C1, C2 and C3, and plate area of each capacitor is A by 3, but separation between the plates for this capacitor is D. Separation between the plates for this capacitor is D plus B. For this plate is what? D plus B means D plus 2B. So what can be the capacitance of first capacitor C1? C1 can be written, if the capacitors are air filled capacitors, epsilon naught A by 3 divided by D, or you can write C1 is equal to epsilon naught A divided by 3D. What about second capacitor? Capacitance of the second capacitor C2 is equal to epsilon naught A divided by 3 D plus B. And what about third capacitor? Capacitance C3 can be written epsilon naught A by 3 D plus 2B. Now students, see, all three capacitors are in parallel. If you join these capacitors between two common points, this side, this side, suppose this point is A, this point is B, or you can say this point is P and this point is Q, then what going to be the equivalent capacitance of these three capacitors as they are connected in parallel? Formula for the parallel combination of capacitors, you can write Cp equals C1 plus C2 plus C3, or Cp is equal to, what is common, 1 by 3 multiplied by epsilon naught A, or you can write epsilon naught into A divided by 3, epsilon naught A divided by 3, and what is remaining, 1 by D plus 1 by D plus B plus 1 by D plus 2B. Cp equals epsilon naught A by 3, this is common, 1 by D plus 1 by D plus B plus 1 by D plus 2B. Now if we take LCM and solve this, we can get the, students see, after this Cp equals epsilon naught A by 3, 1 by D plus 1 by D plus B plus 1 by D plus 2B. If we take LCM of the quantity inside the bracket and solve it, the LCM is going to be D into D plus B into D plus 2B, and in the numerator epsilon naught A by 3 is common, D plus B into D plus 2B plus D into D plus 2B plus D into D plus B. If you solve this, answer of this question is coming out to be Cp equals, that is equivalent capacitance of this capacitor, epsilon naught A by 3D multiplied by 3D square plus 6BD plus 2B square whole divided by 3D D plus B plus D plus 2B. This would be the answer for this question. Thank you very much. Next